Hello, everybody. Welcome back. American Tank Ace by Compass Games, designed by Gregory M. Smith. We are on our Broadaxe campaign. Try and get a couple more missions in before I get embroiled in my combat campaign again. Um, we are in Broadaxe 4, which is a M4A1 um, 76 HVSS. Um, I have done a couple of things to improve this still, so when you guys get it, it'll be better. I've added counters on German units to allow them to be acquired or actually acquire my tank so you know when to add that +1 for previous shot. And I've done the same thing. We're going to deploy my tank, so we'll go ahead and show that off now. We're at long range because we're clear and open. We're in open country. Um, Down here, he will have, see it says acquired target. That will add the counter there. And then you can add, actually, you can distinguish how many targets you got, and then just clone that bad boy and stick it to whoever. Say we had infantry there. That way you know that you have already fired on him, and they will disappear when we clean up. Something I added to try and make, did the same thing for the German units to try and make it so you don't forget things like I tend to forget things. So I'm going to come in again, and we're going to set up our ready rack. We're going to be Woolly Pete in the breach, APCR 2, AP 2. As long as I got plenty of points to spend by picking up battlefield victories, I'm going to be using APCR. So especially with the threat is getting more and more of running into heavy armor, and I have been severely lucky in the last several games that I've not run into them. When I have, I've been firing them up. I don't expect that to continue. Um, make sure I updated everything here with my skills and everything. So I'll real check. Real, we have gunner has gunnery. Not showing. That's what I thought. I thought I had a couple counters down here. I want to double check. We have aim, I for train for driver. Either I select off or I put it on the wrong sheet. That's always possible. Synergy, leadership, and sixth sense. Somewhere along the line, I maybe seriously select off, or what? The other thing I just did was yeah, I don't think I updated this. I don't know. I refreshed the counters on Vassal, and that may have taken some of these off. So then again, I think this is one of the last things I did was update some of these. Gunnery, we have eye for train. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I swear it. No, I know what happened. I transferred the whole thing over for some reason. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, I did. I transferred it over to the officer because we just got promoted. And I probably didn't put them all over there. Fortunately, I keep my Excel spreadsheet current as we're buying things to make sure that I don't do screw ups like that. So we still have we have 2 experience to spend, but I'm banking on them right now. And we'll see where we go. Oh, why did I close that? See, I absolutely just sometimes my brain is not sharp. Don't like it. Things on the mind. I won't explain it any more than that. All right, so we rolled our weather and everything. We are now going to roll our opponents. Enemy forces arrayed against us. We're now in a new column, and I am seeing an awful lot more of T's in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, a lot of anti-tanks. That's the one I've been rolling a lot of right there. That will hurt now if we get that. So All right. Anyway, enough bullshit, Greg. Let's get rolling here. One SPG and one infantry. The SPG is going to be 9. Martyr 3. I don't like. I think higher is harder, so I'm not sure if I like that. It's not a whether I like it or not. It's we're going to have to deal with it. So Martyr 3. I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos. I put you won't drag them out, but I did put them in here. The Rex. So when you blow up a tank, it will randomly go through the artwork. And I try in my Vassal modules. You guys have probably noticed this by now. I try to show off as much as possible the artwork that these guys have put into these games because I think it deserves a lot of credit and it deserves to all be used as much as possible. So I most of these tanks have 3 different or 2 or 3 different wrecks assigned to the back of them. So I went through and made them so I can, when you do cause a wreck, it'll randomly draw them out for you. So you should get to see them all through the course of a replay. These things deserve all the justice they can get because there's a lot of work that's been put into them. And that's why I take the time to make sure I cut the corners. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time. I have a routine set up now, but cut the corners and make them 3D to try to simulate the um, tabletop experience as much as possible. Vassal can do that. That is one thing Vassal has, I believe, over tabletop is Vassal really has a lot of uh, correlation between it and actually playing on the tabletop. You're just using a mouse to pull it around, and you can add some cool features to it. But I'm not as big on bells and whistles, but I have quite a few of them in here, regardless. Anyway, the infantry. I get go off on tangents sometimes. You have to deal with me. I am honestly not a talker. I am an introvert by my personality, but it seems so sometimes I get going. Once I get talking, you better watch out. But it takes a lot to get me talking. Infantry, Wehrmacht. Yeah, I forget where I'm going. Go ahead and do the paperwork before I forget that. We have Martyr 3 and a Wehrmacht. Martyr 3 and another Wehrmacht. All right. And I have a feeling we're going to target that Martyr first. We are actually coming in. I always come in. Yeah, it's already set up. Open on my commander. Everybody else is closed. Woolly Pete in a breach. I will fire. It's reading a lot of World War II armor books and stuff. If they had HE or something in a breach, 9 times out of 10 they fired that bad boy right on down range of the tank, just rather than try to swap out the ammo. Use it as a target round and just get it out of there because it was quicker to fire it off than it was to reload it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going in with Woolly Pete. I don't really expect to kill the tank, but if he's firing at me, I will go after him. Otherwise, I'll try and take that pesky infantry out first. Putting these guys in. See, I'm going off on my tangent again. The Martyr's going to be right there on 3 and 4, and the infantry's going to also be coming in at 3 and 4. Nice. The infantry is not dug in. Yes, they are dug in. So we will dig them in. Oh boy. If we can aim right. There we go. All right. It is. I haven't played again for a couple of days, so now I got to. The enemy gets to target first or fire first because it is a move to contact. So they are going to fire. We're going to see where the Wehrmacht wants to go. He is firing at me, of course, but he can't really do anything at long range. Except I'm buttoned for the commander, so we will have to go through this. Infantry versus tank. No, we're going for the HEMG attack versus tank. It's not a previous target. Everything else is. So we're just hoping not to get a 2-3 or a 4. and we get a 10. That is going to be no effect on us. I can use my. Ooh, do I want to do that or not? I can use my sixth sense to duck down to my turret anytime I want. I'm not going to worry about that yet. The martyr. Martyr's going after somebody else. So our target is going to, and we don't have to worry about anything. We're going straight after that infantry. And I have the perfect remedy in my breach for him. So we're going to go ahead and fire that off. And we're going to put the smoke down in there. The little peach stays there. And I'm going to load a HE in because I'm going to deal with that infantry first. So we will go to the main gun, long range. We need a 2 to 5 to hit. We got gunnery, so we're going to subtract 1. We roll a 7, goes down to a 6. The smoke just got placed, so that doesn't count yet. So we're going to miss on the first, which is that miss automatically suppress the gun. I mean, not the gun, the infantry. So we're going to go ahead and suppress them. And we're going to go ahead and fire our second round downrange of HE and automatically load in. Chances are we're going to miss this. I'm going to load another HE in as that tank has not fired at us yet. So at long range, we're going to roll again. 5. We got him. Goes down to a 4. Goes down to a 3. Goes up to a 5. Wow. We hit, which is going to cause a step loss and suppress, which is going to take care of him. And I forgot to suppress him. Oh, no, I didn't. It's right there. I just didn't take him over. So he is going to be eliminated. Two suppresses are a elimination, or not elimination, a reduction. And he gets reduction, and that was his second suppress. And the smoke stays. That is my turn. Um, Now I got HE in the breach and this guy in here. I may change my tact a little bit and load in some stuff. We'll see how that goes. So we're going to further down on the event check. 8, no event. We will get rid of the smoke and artillery, which is going to knock the artillery down 1. Or not the artillery, the smoke down 1, and we are going into turn number 2. It is my turn to start. He did not fire at us last time. We have smoke there, so we got a little bit of coverage. Let's look at our command summaries just to make sure. Move forward, or do I want to? You know what? I'm going to move to hold down, but it says range does not change unless the player desires. Let me. I would like to move forward and I would like to move forward to hold down as one command. Reading that, I think I can do that. Looks like I can. All right. So I'm going to put that as my first order then. Oh, excuse me. We are going to go forward to hold down, or try to go hold down. We'll go to medium range. We also have eye for terrain, so we're going to roll on our maneuverization. It is clear. We roll a 2. Goes up to a 3, goes down to a 2, goes up to a 3. We are fine. And do we get hold down? 3, 4, 3. Consider it in the open. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we're at least we got medium out of it. And I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I would not do and exchange the load. I'll put the HE back in and put a AP. We don't need APCR. Mortars, we can penetrate that mortar easy enough. And that's going to be my orders. With the smoke one on there, I think we stand a chance. They're firing at somebody else. We go to the random event. 8 again is no effect. Smoking artillery again. It is going to be our turn. We are going after this guy, so we are going to fire an AP now. Oops, see that? I'm getting all Vassal. You gotta click somewhere first. Now I'll remember that I've already acquired him. Okay. Main gun, medium range, 2 to 6 to hit. Oh, we got a 3. Very nice. -1 is a 2. The smoke is all gone. We are hit, and we are going to the main gun anti-tank. It is definitely greater than the armor, so we're going to roll in there, get a 6, which is DE, which will wreck that tank. Very nice. So we've got a martyr kill too. Now we're going to roll for an event 10 GE mortar attack. I will use my 6 cents to get inside. I get a little ballsy with that 6 cents. So, and mortar attack is going to be your tank receives an attack on the MGHE attack chart at -1 DRM for mortars. And we just don't want to get too immobilized. -1 on the MGHE attack. 10 goes down to a 9, no effect. And that's going to be the end. We don't check for a counterattack as this is a move to contact. We are going to scan the battlefield for trophies. We love trophies. 6 is going to be a German helmet. I'll put that on here because I'm not really keeping track of it well on my paper doll. German helmet. We have accumulated 8 of them throughout the battle. We have 11 points yet we can use. And that is it. Another successful mission. Go over here and put a success on that. Actually, I can go over here and it'll tell me if I got any medals or not. I don't think so. No, no medals. Okay. Prestige level is still at 5. Prestige 5. Yep. And we used up 2, so we have 2 there. And experience gained 14, used 12, so we're still at 2 there. Good to go. All right, that was mission 1 in October. And a good old sneeze. I am allergic to recording, I swear. Next, October, second instance of combat in October, or possible instance of contact. We're going to roll. We get a 6. Six is going to be attack Siegfried line. So we're actually going to have a extra experience point for this one, which is good. Oh, forgot to clean this up. How about it? And forgot to clean this up. And we still have all 4 APCR because we didn't use them, so I don't have to buy any more. And we are ready to go. We didn't lose anything down there. All right, so we are attacking on the Siegfried line. Attacking infantry is going to be dug in. Enemy fires first. Check for counterattack at mission completion. We are going to find out the weather. 5. Rain. And the terrain. 5. Open. Which means we're going to be coming in long range, open country. We are attacking. Being as we are attacking, I'm not going to change my loadout. We're going to go Woolly Pete again. And we're going to go ahead and put 2 APCRs in there. And then 2 AP again. And 4 HE. I could just as well clone these. I don't know. I'm so stubborn. Ask my wife. She don't understand either. 30 some years. Going to come in. I'm open. Turret facing forward. We do have smoke dischargers and everything at our disposal. We do have synergy. My 6-3 sense is reset. Gunnery and aim. Aim. I actually forget what aim gets me. I'm horrible with short-term memory anymore. I don't know what's going on. 3 results on, okay, 3 results on the AT penetration chart listed as immobilized star star. Aim skill will turn those immobilized into a destroyed. Okay, now I remember. There's a reason I bought it. All right, I guess we are now ready to find out what we are up against. I think. Never ready. 4 in October. SPG, anti-tank, and infantry. So let's grab SPG is going to be 2. A Hetzer. Anti-tank. Why did I close that? 3. Going to be a Pack 38. I breathe a sigh of relief as it is not a 88, but still can punch through me. And an infantry. The infantry is going to be 2 this game. 2 is Wehrmacht again. I put all that into our paperwork. Hetzer, Pack 38. Wehrmacht. Oh, I keep closing that out. Yeah, I'm not the sharpest nail in the bag. That's for sure. I don't know. Since I haven't been working all the time, my things slip my mind fast. I don't. It's like you don't have the constant. I've been used to stressful troubleshooting for almost 40 years, and now I don't do it anymore. And it's just kind of you can feel it. Your brain doesn't get that everyday workout that it used to get. The games help, but it's just not the same. So I know Steve said he does like crosswords and stuff to help keep that up. Maybe I'll have to try that. Anyway, Enough ranting. 5 for the Hetzer. He's going to be starting up off to the side. We'll go with the anti-tank gun next. 5 for him. Oh boy, that's going to be a hex that we want to stay away from. And then the infantry, 2. Nothing up front, and they are dug in. And we are at long range. All right. I think we are ready for combat. So let's go ahead and start with the Hetzer. 1. Oh boy, he's going to fire at me. Yep, this could be a very short mission. Hetzer, fortunately, doesn't have the greatest gun in long range. 2 to 5, and we're going to put an acquire on him. And he needs a 2 to 5 to hit, and he gets a 7, so he's going to miss. It is ranged, so it's going to increase it 1 to 8. So he misses this. Thank goodness. But that's where we got to go first, and I got Willie Pete in my breach, so second is the pack. He's fired at somebody else, and the Wehrmacht fired at somebody else. So that brings my turn. Now he's already firing at me. Here's what I'm going to do. He's already firing at me, so I got nothing to lose. I'm going to fire my Willie Pete at him. Let's go put smoke in that hex. It's not going to hurt. The worst comes to worst, we knock him out. But other than that, it's probably just going to be a miss. And I'm going to load AP in there. Don't need APCR. That's going to be my first command. So let's resolve that. We are at long range. We roll a 7, 6, 7. It's going to miss, which we expected. And then my second command is going to be try to find a hold down position again. So let's go for the immobilization first. I'm going to stay at long range. And it is rain. And we're rolling 2d6. We got an 8, 9, 8, 9. We are fine. We don't immobilize. Going to haul down. 2. No haul down. So we are going to stay at long range, and we're going to stay at in the open. Oh shit! I couldn't have fired at him. I didn't turn my turret. I guess you know what they said that they changed that so where you can fire in turn with a penalty. I didn't turn my turret though, and I don't have it on here. Oh boy. Well then we're not. We'll have to take back the hold down attempt. Go hold down. Go spin the turret first, and even though even if we passed, I would have taken it back too. We'll have our turret over there. I'm not going to spin the whole tank. I guess I could have spun the whole tank though, huh? Being as we'll just count that as the immobilization check we did. Spin the whole tank. Being as we're kind of brain dead today, and then we fired, and that's going to be our turn. And I'm not going to use my synergy yet. So the end of the turn, we're going to check for a random event. We get an 8, which is nothing. We're going to go ahead and hit smoke and artillery. It's going to take the smoke down 1. We did fire on him, so we get to acquire him also. We come in. It is our turn. No choices but to keep firing. I'm going to bang some shots at him. Um, Synergy's going to give me. I think Synergy gives me 3. Commander may once per mission issue 3 commands instead of 2. I think it's that important that we get him out of the way and move on to the anti-tank gun. So I'm going to go ahead and use my synergy and take 3 shots at him this turn, or 3 shots altogether. First shot, AP. Load another AP in. Again, we're at long range. We did not get out of that little predicament, which got even worse because I screwed up and forgot to spin my tank. So, long range. 6 minus 1 is a 5. Minus 1 is a 4. Plus 1 is a 5. Plus 1 is a 6. We're going to miss. All right. Second shot, we're going to pop an APCR in there after we fire the AP. Just because we have no choice. And we're going to roll a 4. That's going to be good. And actually, we will. You're not forced to load your round until after you get the results. So I'm going to go ahead and hold that APCR out until we see the result. 4 goes down to a 3, goes down to a 2, goes up to a 3, goes up to a 4. We are still unbuttoned. So that's going to be a hit. I have an APCR. We are 7 against the Hetzer, who is a 6. It's an easy penetration. We don't even need to look hull or um, turret, but we will look. 2. Don't think. I need to check on that. Are tanks hauled down in attacks? It's going to make a difference if they are. No, infantry vehicles are dug in the assault, and we're not assaulting. So okay, that's fine. So we did hit them in the turret anyway, regardless. Penetration is greater than the armor. We rolled 2. Oh shit, we got a 2. Um, Actually, it's going to be equal to because we're at long range. Yes, going to equal long range. So that's going to be an ineffective. Ouch. So yes, we're sticking that APCR back into there. And we are going to go ahead and fire one more shot. And this better go connect because and this is going to be an APCR shot. Fire that, and we're going to have that ready to load. We'll determine that after the dice roll. 7, it's not going to be good. 6, 5, 6, 7, miss. And we're going to put the other APCR in there. German's turn. The Hetzer is firing at us. He is at long range. And 9 goes down to an 8, goes up to a 9, goes up to a 10. He misses. The pack is firing at somebody else. Infantry firing at somebody else. We go to a check an event. 3. That's going to be something. 3 is GE reinforcement, 1 SPG. So we're going to have another Hetzer come into the game. And that's where I was screwing up before. Once you roll, that's what you get. So we don't have to re-roll. We just pull another Hetzer out. And we're going to put him in 3, straight up ahead. Boy, this is getting tough. We were not getting challenged, but now we are in a big time kind of way. Hetzer. Oh, there I am closing it again. I'm an idiot sometimes. Actually, I get caught up in the moment, and it's not an idiot. It's scattered, I think. It didn't used to be this bad. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to hit smoke and artillery. It's going to be our turn again, and we have problems here. We used our synergy up. We got to take our shot. Oh, we have APCR in there. So I'm going to fire the APCR. Oh, 6. That should be good, I think. The rain may screw that up a little bit. 6 goes down to a 5, goes down to a 4. No more smoke goes up to a 5, so we're going to hit them. We are still unbuttoned. I did not change that, so that is going to be a hit. We are at long range. So it's going to be a 7 going after his hull. Still a 6. So it's equal to, but we're using APCR, which is going to add 1. So we are again here at the penetration greater than armor, and we get an 8 this time. So we do take out that Hetzer, which still leaves us in a bit of a quandary because I now have an empty ready rack, and we are facing the wrong direction. And I want to do a lot of things and I can't. So we're going to first and foremost, I think it would be appropriate to load our ready rack back up. Or, you know what? No. We fired the HVSS. Let's get an HE in there. And while we're facing that direction, let's take care of that pack. And that was my first shot, was the APCR. So we can go ahead and fire that HE at that pack and load another HE in because we don't have a choice right now. So we're going to be at long range, and we have not fired at him before. Keep losing my charts here, and then I'm losing my mind. All right, so we're at long range again. 8, we're going to miss him. That's going to be a 7, 6, 7. No, 7, yeah, 7, 6, 7. Going to be a miss, but a miss suppresses the gun, which is good, except now he's going to be looking for us. So, yeah. They're going to fire at us, the pack now. We fired at him. I should have left those acquired targets in there. And he's going to be firing at us. Oh, undo that. And their shot then will be long range 2 to 5, 7, 8, 9. Misses. That was a educated risk. I knew that they would be suppressed at the least, so that's a +1 plus the range. So the Hetzer up here in the center now. 2, he's firing at somebody else, and the infantry firing at somebody else. And I got to take a Hetzer and put a K on him before I forget. There we go. We'll keep wailing away at that. It is the end of that turn, so we're going to go ahead 10 on a event check. GE mortar attack. I will use this opportunity to do my 6th sense. Oops, undo that again. Use that and button up. And the GE mortar attack is a 6, -1 is a 5. No effect. We will do smoke and artillery, which gets rid of the suppression on the anti-tank gun, We are going to send an HE downrange at him and load another HE in because we don't have a choice. 9 is not going to be good. 8, 7, 8, 7. No, 8, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9 is going to be a miss. But we will suppress him again. And we're going to fire another range. Another round down range. And what I got to double check on this then is fire that bad boy and load another one up. Does 2 suppresses eliminate the gun? I will have to look that up. 5 may not matter. 4, 3, 4, 5. We hit. And a hit destroys the anti-tank gun. That does not matter. It's not going to come to that. We'll go ahead and put these off to the side so I don't have to create them again. So we got an anti-tank gun out now, and it is German's turn, and we are in a big-time predicament with our ready rack. This Hetzer is firing at somebody else, thank goodness, and the infantry is firing at somebody else. We will check for a event 9, DE1 German random infantry. Yes, that takes care of that little pesky sucker. So we do not get credit for that. So we will put a D down. Destroyed by friendlies. And that is going to be our turn again. Smoke and artillery. We got 2 commands. I am going to load the ready rack. I forget how many. 4 rounds into the ready rack. I wanted to make sure on that. I know that if you have adrenaline rush, you can load more than that. We're going to put 4 rounds in. And I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 AP. And you know what? I'm going to throw 2 more APCR in there too. And we've got an HE round in there, which is not good. And we're going to spin the tank for a second command. And it is the German's turn then. He's going to fire at somebody else, which is good. Which brings us to an event check 3. I don't like 3. I do believe that is that reinforcement with an SVG gun again. Yes, it is. So we get 1 more Hetzer to come in. This is getting crazy. Yes, it is. I knew something like this was bound to happen. I've played this game a lot since I've made the module, and doesn't mean I'm getting the rules right all the time. Just means I played it a lot. And I know that things can go south in a hurry. So we can just go ahead and clone him. And he's going to come in 5 right over here where the other guy went. All right. And it was just after we turned, too. Our turn to start the next round. I think I'm going to try to get forward into a hold down position again. So we're going to check immobilization first. 7, 8, 7, 8. Easy, no immobilization. Hold down. 1. We're not getting the rolls on the hold down. We wasted a turn there. So I really don't think I want to have them up against me. I do think I do want to get a little closer, so I'm going to use my second command to go closer and then check for a immobilization again. That's going to be a 4. 5, 4, 5 is barely okay. And this Hetzer is firing at somebody else. This Hetzer is firing at somebody else. We are going to do a random event, an event, which is different than a random event. We get nothing. And we're going to go ahead and do the smoke and artillery. Going to be our turn again. It is time to fire now. Do I want to piss it off with an HE round? Fuck it, it's in there. It's better than wasting a round. We're going to fire that and load an AP in there. We're going for the guy straight ahead, so we're going to go ahead and put our target on him. We do not get that bonus on the first shot. Oh, God, that's definitely not going to hit. And we're going to go ahead then and fire our second shot AP. And we are at medium range. 8, 7, 6, 7, 8. Miss. Problems. Problems, problems, problems. He is going to fire at us. He needs a 2 to 6 to hit us. 8, 9 for the rain. Now he will have the benefit of getting us with the extra -1, 2 now. The Hetzer over here, he's going to fire at somebody else. Thank goodness. We're looking at a event 10. 10 I don't think is going to help us any. GE mortar attack. No, it's not. 9 goes down to an 8. That's going to be nothing. We are already buttoned. So it is going to be our turn again. And we are going to continue to pound rounds downrange at him and hope that we don't run out of ammo again. So we just fired our AP at medium range. 7, 6, 5, 7, 6. I do know math, guys. 7, 6, 5, 6, 7. Miss. This is why I like to stay open. And we're going to fire then our APCR. Unload our last APCR in. That's our second attack. 6, 5, 4, 5, 6 is going to be a hit. APCR is going to add 1, takes us up to an 8 against a 6. We hit him in the hull. It's going to penetrate, and unless we get a really poor roll, 6. That's going to be a DE. We got our second Hetzer down. Wreck. See that? And the way it works. Different artwork. Another Hetzer down. Their turn. This Hetzer. Firing at somebody else, thank goodness. Event 9. Niner. DE 1 random GE infantry. There are none on the board. Smoke and artillery goes away. Our first order is going to be, good Lord, I got an APCR in there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to load up the ready rack. That's, oh, good Lord, Greg, come on now. Undo that. I didn't make it so I can clone them. I'm just going to go straight. You know what? No. We're going to go ahead and load up all of our remaining APCR. And I think it's that important. That's going to be our first order. Our second order is going to be to rotate the whole tank and check for immobilization 5. We're getting them low numbers on that, ain't we? Ah, boy. Immobilize 5, 6, 5, 6. Barely make it again. All right. That's it. This guy is going to fire at. He's go away again. He's firing at us. Ah, boy, here we go. Medium range. 7, 8. Misses. End of the turn. Event check 12. Random event. Pretty sure of it. First 12 rolled is a random event. Check chart C1. We roll again. 11. Cab ranks. Allied air swarms above. Hit every German vehicle with an airstrike. Airstrikes attack on the V2 HEMG attack chart, but receive a -4. If a modified 2 or less is rolled, the vehicle is removed, even if it was a tank or an SPG. If a B result is obtained, the tank is immobilized. So we're doing a HE B2 HEMG attack airstrike -4 versus tank or an SPG. So -4. And we roll an 11. Goes down to 7. Absolutely nothing. All right. And we go to smoke and artillery phase. Gets rid of that. It is our turn again. We have a full ready rack. He did fire at us. We did not fire at him. We are going to fire an APCR at him, and I'm not going to screw around. We're going to load another one in there. I know we don't need to. We're at medium range, but I'm going to do it. We fire. And the third 11 in a row is a miss. And fire another APCR. We're going to load an AP in there. A 7. That's a little better. I don't think it's going to be good enough, though. Goes down to a 6. Goes down to a 5. Goes up to a 6. Goes up to a 7. Yes. German, he is firing at us. He needs a 6 or less to hit. Actually, it's going to be worse than that. 7, 6, 7. Misses. Barely. Event 4. Man, we're getting a lot of events on this one, too. GE artillery attack. And that's going to be -3. And we are already buttoned up. Man, there's a lot going on in this battle, isn't there? -3. We are buttoned up. 11. Good. I don't mind rolling 11s when we're doing it. That's a German artillery attack that missed. It is our turn again. Now that the 11s can disappear. We are attacking him again. We're firing the AP first. And we're going to load that in. We roll a 3. That should be a hit. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit. That was a AP, but we're at medium range. Medium range is nothing, so we're going to go ahead and straight up roll. A 6 is going to be a DE. We got our third Hetzer of the day. And we roll for an event. 11. Good Lord Almighty. 11 is going to be the DE, one German random German vehicle. Well, we don't need to worry about that because we took care of that ourselves. Thank you guys for trying, but we got this. And that is going to be the last Hetzer right here. Now we get to scan the battlefield for, checking for counterattack. Do not get too aggressive yet. Counterattack is a 6, I believe it is. A 3 is not going to be a counterattack. Now we can check for war trophies. A 5, MP38 or MP40. 3. It's going to give us 13 points. We're going to need them because we're going to have to get more AP because we just used a lot of it up. We're going to clean this up. That's done. We're going to clean up our tank. We have 1 APCR still, so I'm going to buy 4 more APCR. And we get 2. We get 2 anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 4 more. Which is going to use up all but 8 of our points. So we're going to have max APCR again. What else can we use? Can't use the rest of them. Booze. Booze. We lose this skill if any crew are killed or seriously wounded, but we didn't have any killed or seriously wounded yet. And what the booze does is, I know it's in here. The booze war trophies. War trophies, booze. Doesn't say. I think we can trade. I think booze actually gives you the. You know what? I think it's in the counter. So I don't know. I'm giving myself a hard time here. Let's go ahead and buy the booze because it's not going to hurt. We got the points. Let's go ahead and put one in there. It's going to cost us 2 points. We're going to go to our paper doll. Put the booze in here. And restore synergy. Yes. That's going to be worth. That's going to be worth having. All right. That's going to be it. I got to make sure we down here. We are successful. Then we're going to check to see if we got any more medals because we just killed 3 tanks. That's the silver star again. Silver star is going to take us up to 5 of them. I don't think you can have that many of them, so we're stuck with what we got. Our guy's kicking some butt. Yeah, silver star. Yeah, we're maxed out on the silver star anyway. Okay. You know what else I wanted to check? That's what I'm trying to do is make sure I got everything I wanted to do done. That was mission 32, so we got the extra experience point for fighting during the Siegfried line, so we have 3 experience now. So, adrenaline rush, we'd start to see where that may come in handy. Or expert, I forget what expert does for us too. I've never gotten expert. Expert. Reroll one of his attacks or 2 hit rolls at once per mission. You know what? Let's get expert. That could have come in handy this last game. Let's get expert M4 on there. I'm going to put that down here also. Buy that. And buy that. And that should take us to max used XP. Yes. We'll get another XP after the next mission. All right, that's going to be it. That'll be all for today. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, for joining me. That is American Tank Ace by Gregory M. Smith, distributed by Compass Games. If I mess up, which I'm sure I do, just let me know. And I'll probably forget again the next time I play. We'll see you guys next time. You all have a great day, and thank you so much for joining me. And we'll see you for the next.